Hey everybody, what's up? Nittany Lion Roar here, and I've got a special stream for you today, something I haven't streamed before, which is power leveling. I have made a couple videos about this in the past, but I still see people on the forums and on Facebook and other places still questioning how this could possibly be possible, that you could level up a 5-star hero all at one time. So I'm going to do it with 2 heroes, and I'm going to do it with 2 of the Halloween legendary heroes. So welcome. Thank you for joining me here today on the eve of the Second American Civil War. I hope not, but, you know, let's get one last fun thing in, right? I hear Basil the cat. I'm sure he wants to join us and have some fun too, so maybe he'll be around here. All right, how you all doing? So when I power level, it's going to be very repetitive, which means that there's a lot of good opportunity just to chat and ask questions and that kind of thing. So feel free in the chat box to leave me some messages. What's up, Chaos? What's up, Ms. March? Aparna, hey, what's going on? Yeah, let's go ahead and get started because this is going to take a while. First, I'm going to talk to you about how I set this up. How is this even possible? Because power leveling probably takes just as much time to prepare for as it does when you get a 5-star hero and then you start trying to level it up. You know, that can take, you know, depending on how focused you are on it, a couple of weeks maybe to level up a 5-star. So it's going to take at least that to prepare for it. So what I have going on here is I'm going to start with my training camps and explain that. And I'm going to get to some of your questions as well once I explain the setup here and then when I get started. So bear with me. I'm not missing your questions. I'll get back to them. So what you see on the screen here for my training camps, some people may do this a little differently. This is just how I do it. There's a few correct ways to do this. But basically, I have 3 camps set to training camp level 11, which is extra low cost here. And I just stuff it full. You can see that one's on 73 days. That one's on 74 days. And I've got one here that's on 1,125 days of extra low cost hero creation. And so these are all 1 and 2 star heroes in these 3 training camps right here. 1 and 2 star heroes. And this one right here has the most. It has 1,572 heroes in it right now, which means I haven't collected from that camp in a long time. And then this last camp here is a level 20 training camp. And the reason that's important is because this is how you store food. So I have 171 days worth of food in here. And when I go to level my heroes here, I'm going to be going back and forth between pulling food out of training camp level 20 and putting those recruits into this training camp level 11 here. And I'm just going to go back and forth between the two, collecting heroes, moving food, that kind of thing. You're going to see how I do it. There's like a pattern to this. All right. So now that I've explained all that, let me just make sure I don't miss anything in chat. There's a lot of comments. Thanks, guys. What do I prefer, Aslar or Horgahal? Probably Aslar for the higher attack stat. They're both a little weak, though, just by themselves. The costumes are much, much, much better. Do you think the new Hero of the Month is worth it? Yes, I do. So it took you a week to power level Francine. That was using 4, 3, and 2-star trainers. So the trainer heroes are different from like regular heroes, just so we make sure that that's noted. I do have some trainer heroes, but I don't have a whole lot. Working on 5-star heroes at the moment. It's been a slow process. Yeah, definitely. And you should feed its like color to it if you're going to do that. All right. So what I will say up front here too is I'm gonna try to max the 2 5-star heroes, Francine and Vanda, and I'm definitely starting with Francine. However, I'm hoping that I have enough heroes to do this. It is possible I'm just short. I think I have just enough, so we'll see. But I did something else as well for this, and that is I saved up all my daily summons. So, oh look, I've got 2 more right there. So I can do like 488 of those as well. And in addition to what I've got going on in the training camps, these 2 training camps on the left here don't have quite as many. Yeah, so a question about the Christmas event. If you got lucky in Halloween and you're stopping, yeah, definitely save for the Christmas event. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start with Francine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and forth actually between Francine and Vanda just a little bit. But what I'm going to try to do is feed at first rainbow colors to Francine to do this. Except for red. I'm going to feed red to Vanda. And excuse me if I make mistakes. I'm going to be doing this really fast because this is a long process. So bear with me. I'm going to... By the way, I saved up from my summons. I just saved those heroes, so that's why I have all these 3-star heroes. And I don't really need any of them. Just as long as I don't feed Jack away. And I already have Vlad, so I don't need Vlad. I've got 2 Jacks saved, so I don't need all these Jacks. Although, you know what would be really interesting? I'm going to save a 3rd one. Because like a 3 Jack defense, or maybe even like a 5 Jack defense would be really, really interesting. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We got some 4-star heroes to feed. I'm just going to get them out of here. Alright, how many do I have left? 237. Let's feed Vanda some reds. Okay, yep. Alright, I need to make space in my roster here. Alright, so I'd probably go with... that's a tough one, but probably Zoc, just because that's a cool ability he has. But just slightly. I'd say Zoc slightly more. Okay, so... what I need to do here is... I hate doing this right now. But I need to... first of all, find Vanda. Where'd she... or not Vanda. Francine. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? There she is. I need to give her some of these trainer heroes up front. I don't have a lot of space. Actually, this is okay right now to do it this way. Oh my gosh. Just one away. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I like that they put the claim all button there now. That makes it so much better. Okay. Level up. We're just going to do this 1-star hero. Level. Okay. Ascend. Yep. Okay. Let me fix my microphone for just a moment here. I'm just going to move it to the side a little bit. I'm having trouble seeing my screen as I'm doing this. Yeah, Robert, I think Jack will definitely see tournament play. I think he's good. I think he is good. You know what I need to do? This is getting really annoying. Here's a tip, by the way, I'm going to show you. It's cheaper to buy extra roster space than it is to try and go out and get more 5-star heroes that you already had. So that's why I don't recommend eating 5-star heroes very often, unless you just have like an enormous amount of one that you're never ever going to use or something like that. But I need more roster space. Um, and I'm gonna do this twice just because otherwise this is gonna take me forever to do. There we go. Try not to eat the red ones. Oh, Frigate is so good. Frig is so good. I wish I had Frig. Alright, so do you see how I'm doing this? For those of you who have never power leveled before. Alright, let's go back to Vanda and get rid of some of these reds. So the reason I'm feeding reds to Vanda is because this is going to make what I'm doing more efficient as far as food and experience goes. Yeah, Finley is amazing too. Oh my gosh. Another one I'm jealous of because I don't have Finley. I don't have a lot of heroes. I think some people think I have like all the heroes and I do not. In fact, as far as blue defensive heroes go, I have Alice and she's good. She's really good at that. But there's been a lot better blues that have come out since Alice and I haven't gotten them for defense anyway. Alice is amazing on offense. What's up, Day? Has anyone played with Francine yet? Zoc or Zulog? Zoc, I think. Unless you're planning to use Zulog as a tank. And then maybe. But I think Zoc has more uses. Okay, find Vanda again. Nice, Chaos. So what's it been like? Jabberwock or Alfreak. Oh my gosh, that's a great problem to have trying to choose between those two. Oh, and really that depends on how you're planning to use the purple hero. So if you're going with a purple tank, Alfreak's probably better because she is at tank. But if you are not, Jabber is one of the best all-around defensive heroes in the game. So and he's also quite a bit more useful in offense, I think. Okay, we're starting to get low on food. I can keep going a little bit. Let's go back to Vanda. I still wish I had a little more roster space. And, you know, really, do I need 4 Demishas? Maybe I can make some space. And I'm sure I'm passing Vanda and probably driving you guys crazy. There we go. Excuse me. Norns or Rana? Oh gosh, that, you know, so I got Norns and some people are pretty adamant that she's good. I've I've felt like it's been tougher to fight against Rana on defense. I don't know how either one is on offense. I would imagine they're both actually kind of not great on offense, but I don't have much experience with those in particular, and maybe people who do. Those are ones that are really like niche kind of heroes that people who have them and have played with them have a bit more experience than I do being able to say. Nice ISO, welcome. Also, I don't know if you guys are noticing something I'm doing here. If you haven't noticed this yet, like when I go to level Francine up and I select multiple heroes here and I click level up, I can skip all the, like, you know, the heroes hitting her. And so I don't have to worry about waiting. All right, let's go find Vanda. You know what I'm really happy about? The scheduled stream actually worked tonight. I think I found a workaround. I'm crossing my fingers, because the last couple times I've tried to stream, it hasn't connected properly, and it's been sporadic. Like, I can't tell what makes it connect or not connect. But I'm glad the scheduled stream actually worked for you guys tonight, so you didn't have to go like searching for it. Oh, nice, Matthias. Welcome, Aparna. Bae-Young or June? I personally like June a lot. I think he's just a good old kill him dead sniper in this game. He's got a high attack stat. He does have a weak defense stat, but he does exactly what you want to have happen in this game. All right, watch what I do next. This is the big thing with food, okay? So I'm storing my food in this training camp level 20. So I go in here and I take out some food. See how I have all these recruits now, though? I have to dump them somewhere, so I'm going to dump them in here. So this is where it's going to get a bit monotonous in this, because I have to do this a bunch. Oh, good, Miss March. That's good. Sorry about the notification. I don't know if other people are having problems with YouTube doing this or not, but it just started happening randomly that, like, scheduled streams, for some reason, they just they go from saying that there's an upcoming event with a countdown to it just stops and says waiting when I go live. It's like it's trying to connect, but it has nothing to do with the internet either, because I do have a blazing fast internet. So do you guys see how I'm refilling my food? I'm taking food and recruits out of level 20 training camp, and then I'm putting the recruits back into the level 11 training camp. The reason this works is because it takes a lot of food for level 20 training, and since the extra low cost doesn't take as much, it doesn't cost as much food to put those recruits back in that. So I'm basically just moving recruits from training camp 20 into training camp 11, and that nets me food. So I'm full of food again, and this is it. You just have to make sure to have enough recruits in these training camps to be able to do this. Yep, that's exactly how I get them. Also, there's one of the advanced buildings starts creating recruits as well. Yeah, I get them mostly through farming. And I've been playing this game for like 3 years, so that's plenty of time to build up recruits. I can't believe I've been playing this game for 3 years. I've never played a game for 3 years before in my life. All right, who else on here has been playing for a long time? Like, what's the longest? I can tell you the exact date I started playing. It was so I'm not quite at 3 years. It was Christmas Day, almost 3 years ago. Does anyone have me beat? Hey Joseph, what's up? Yep, Robert, that's exactly it. And this is really repetitive, but this is why I wanted to have this live stream, because I thought it might be a good chance to like catch up and talk, have a good time, see what's good. All right, we're at 60, so shouldn't take too much green here. Okay, there we go. Ascend, and we're at level 3, and we're just getting started. 3.5 years. Whoa, blue. Nice. Mender's at 2.5. July 4th, 2018 for Cassie. Ah, that's so funny. Boarded barbecue. Once again, don't yell at me too bad if I accidentally eat a red hero, even though I'm trying to save them for Vanda. Is there anyone here that just started, like within the last month? Who's just trying to learn? Do I think they'll come out with a season 4? I think they will come out with a season 4, as long as there are players who are still paying them monies. If they lose paying players, they will stop. But where there is money, there are seasons. What? Spock, what do you mean? When I didn't log in this morning? How would you know if I logged in this morning? I logged in this morning and did my Titan hits and everything. I tend to have to wake up and do whatever I'm going to do with the game immediately. And then I work and... Oh, here we go. We can actually save some of these. And then I work, and because of the nature of my job, I have to pay very close attention to what I'm doing at work, and I can't not pay attention. So there might be several hours there where I can't touch the game, but that's just, you know, that's work. By the way, thanks for stopping in, Spock. Did I get Gefjan or Gefjan? I actually, somebody told me the correct pronunciation is Gefjan. I did not get Gefjan. A glitch that got players banned. Y'all are gonna have to update me. I didn't pay attention. What happened that? Oh my gosh. So like, was there actually a cheater thing going on, or did they just accidentally kick people out? Yeah, sorry. I went straight from work, took a nap, woke up, had dinner, and then fired up the stream and didn't check the news for the day, the EMP news. I'll check that out. That's crazy. Oh. I didn't even know that was possible. Shows how perceptive I am. You know, instead of suspending players who did that, because that's really their fault for allowing the glitch through, they have control over programming the game. Just take the rewards away that they got, or something. I don't know. Like, I don't want anyone to take advantage of the game, but that's too bad for them if they put a lot of money into the game and then got suspended for something that was Small Giant Game's fault. That's all I gotta say about that. You know, it's a bigger deal to me if somebody intentionally tries to hack the game. And I mean, I'll wait for Spock's video to see what happened exactly, but if they were taking advantage of a thing that Small Giant Games did, it should be rectified, but there should be a probably less severe way to do that. How much food do I have there? I'm running low. I've heard Among Us is awesome. Okay, let's see here. We need more foods. Ah, I see. Yeah, so it did look like that they were taking away the rewards. That's good. Yeah. I can't believe they let something like that happen. So good question, Matt, about how long I've been storing these. I'm gonna have to estimate for you. I think the 2 training camps over here on the left, which started with about 400 to 500 heroes in each, might have been going for like a month, maybe not quite a month. And I had 1,500 heroes in one over here. That's been going for a couple months. Maybe since August, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think about the last hero I leveled up. I think it was probably Ratatusker, maybe 2 months ago. So it's been a while. I've been saving up these daily summons here for a long time as well. All right, let's see. Where did our Francine go? Oh, let's go back to Vanda. Oh, did I get enough food out? I think I got distracted and didn't get all the food I intended to get. Yeah, I need to get more food. All right, so once again, if you're just tuning in, once I run out of food, what I'm doing is going to a level 20 training camp. I'm taking food and recruits out, and then I'm going to the extra low cost training camp, level 11, and I'm putting the recruits in. Since it doesn't take much food, I net food that I've saved up. Also, I've got about 30 heroes in the legendary camp ready to go. I might do a separate video on that, unless I accidentally hit the button on those heroes today and collect a bunch of them. But I think it'd be fun to do like a level 20 summons video. I've done one of those before to see what I could get out of that. Just to see what the rates are, I guess. Glenda, Snow White, or Save the Mats. I'll tell you what, I like Glenda. I think she's good. I'll do a video on her too. I know the other YouTubers are as well. I didn't rush it though, because I felt like this Halloween stuff was there's still a month of Glenda left, so I felt like I had time with that, and I wanted to do the Halloween stuff more up front because I was excited to do these pools, but I wanted to wait till November 1st to try and get Glenda, which I did not get Glenda. I do like Glenda. I don't think she's overpowered, but I think she's good, and she'll be even better if the meta changes away from green tanks, away from Teleria. Did I run out of heroes? I ran out of heroes in that one camp, so here we go on the second one. I'm trying not to eat the red heroes because I'm using those for Vanda. Yes, Matt, that's right. That's exactly why you do it. So it takes a lot of patience. Basically, everything you would do to level up a hero once you get a good one, and then it took a while, you're doing up front now. So when you do get the good one, like let's say on November 1st, I did get Glenda. If I wanted to power level Glenda, on the day that I got her, that's how you do it. I've got all the stuff ready to go. I just need to like throw it into the hero. And you can see how quickly I'm getting through this too. And since I'm saving the red heroes for Vanda, she's actually also going up a good bit. I haven't even really started working on Vanda yet, and she's like I haven't dedicated too many heroes to Vanda except for the red ones, and she's already up to like level whatever 2. Oh man, noob. Yeah, you got a lot of good heroes there, and now you got to play the waiting game. You know, if patience really is a virtue, this game sure teaches it. And I don't know, maybe there's something to it, because why would I be playing a game for 3 years otherwise? I've never played a game for 3 years in my life. And I'll tell you why I'm power leveling these two heroes in particular. I want to make sure I'm not like setting a misconception out there that these heroes are so good that they have to be leveled immediately. That's like not the case. I'm doing this because for one, I haven't been doing a lot of summons since the spring. I just haven't been like super thrilled with a lot of the heroes, or thinking that like I really need any of them, so I figured I would just kind of save my money and kind of save up for this fall here when I thought there were some better heroes that might come out, and you know, saving up these epic hero tokens as well. So what has happened over that time is my ascension mats have been piling up, and because I just haven't been getting heroes to level, naturally the ascension mats have been piling too, and so I've got plenty of what I need. I'll show you inventory. Here are my mats. So I've got 17 mysterious tonics. I only need 6 for Francine, and then I've got 11 mystic rings, and of course I only need 6 for Vanda. Alright, where did the Francine go? I'm like always missing where the hero is there. There we go. Again, sorry if I'm missing anything in chat. I'm trying to pay attention to chat and what I'm doing here in the game. Max a hero in 15 minutes? Sure. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm actually being really slow here. I was hoping to go a little faster. But I am trying to pay attention to what you guys are saying and do this at the same time. But if I had quicker fingers, I bet I could do it in 15 minutes. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I keep doing this thing here too where I can't find the hero I'm looking for to try and level. And I keep like going back and forth. Do you guys know Zero? He did a lot of videos He's the one who first taught me how to do this. And he was pretty quick at this, but he would also do a lot more like calculations. I'm doing a lot more estimations. Like there are exact numbers on how much experience and heroes you need and stuff like that, and I could have done that. But I just thought I'd save myself the time and estimate. All right, so Vanda again. There we go. How are we doing on food? Looks good. Vanda or Gefyan? Vanda or Gefyan? I need... Give me one moment. I need to look at... I didn't memorize Gefyan's stats, so I need to look again. Yeah, I would definitely go with Gefyan. Yeah, if I had Gefyan... So the more I've been looking at Vanda as well, the more I should separate. I think I gave them both probably about the same grade of like an A-. But the more I should separate that a little bit, because I think that Gefyan leans more to an A. I still don't quite think she's an A. She's almost there. And I gave Vanda an A-, but I think Vanda leans a little more B+. And so it seems weird to me to say that they're both A-. But I'll have to see when I play around with Vanda. That's the only thing, since, you know, obviously I haven't played with her yet. But I think that based on what Gefyan is as a hero, it's pretty clear the kind of effect that she's going to have. I think Vanda's a little less known. I think it's entirely possible that Vanda's like... Maybe she even falls flat, and I'm just wrong. Because she's like Grizul in ways, but she's a little more aggressive, which is nice, because that's what I don't like about Grizul. At the same time, like, the healing's not as good here because it's only Vanda who's healing. It's not the whole team. You know, the other thing is just the high stats that Vanda has. So I don't know. It's gonna be... I have to say that Gefyan's better than Vanda, though. I mean, Gefyan is better than Vanda. I think that's pretty clear to me. Even though I rated their grades the same, they're just very different heroes, too. Used for different purposes. Like, Gefyan's definitely used as like a killing machine. Like, you are taking Gefyan in to do some damage to some hero. But Vanda, you're basically taking in to protect your team and do a little damage along the way, which is kind of like the Teleria role. Vanda is not Teleria. Vanda is nowhere near Teleria. But they're both more toolbox heroes, the kind that you just take one in to do something special. And that special thing is protect your team. And what is nice about Vanda as well here, as compared to Gefyan, is that very fast speed. Because if you have a level 11 mana troop, she goes off with 2 matches, whereas Gefyan's always going to take 3. That doesn't necessarily make Vanda better, but it's definitely a plus for Vanda. Very fast heroes always seem to do pretty well. Thank goodness they put that claim all button in. You know, I've had to do these power levels before where it didn't have the claim all button, and it was like painful. How much food do I have left? Am I about to run out? Yeah, I'm about to run out. Okay. Whoops. There we go. All right, let's go over here and get some food. All right, so once again, I'm taking food and recruits out of the level 20 training camp and putting the recruits back into the level 11 training camp. And that means that I net food and I can refill my food bar back up. What's up, Day? I'm glad you can make it and watch. Am I putting these two heroes in my war teams? Good question. I think it depends. So it's really nice that Vanda is red and protects from the Teleria, Vela, Gravemaker, Jean-Francois, Drake effects. So yes, that automatically puts her in a good position to make it in my war teams. Oops. There we go. Likewise, green is a fine color to take in wars against a lot of Teleria tanks like we face. And that particular effect that she has is really good in the meta as well. Now, I think it's entirely possible that the meta is about to change. Because I do think, even though I don't necessarily agree with nerfs, and I've said that in my videos before, I think that this round of nerfs combined with the new war rules and things are actually changing things up and making things more diverse in war. And that is going to cause, like you just saw this past week, yesterday, if you watched my stream in war, for the first time in a while we faced an alliance who was using a tank color other than green. They were using purple tanks. And that was a tough war, and we did not win. And that goes to show you that purple may be back in style. But it might not only be purple, but purple has a lot of really good tank heroes, like Kunshin and Alfreak and Ursina. And even like Zulog, the new one, is probably pretty good. I wouldn't put Zulog in the realm of the others I just mentioned. But she's a formidable one as well. All right, let me look at the chat. Okay, question from Matt. In monthly events, you always trying to get to the top or like top 1,000 good enough? Matt, I actually don't compete in the events as much as I used to, just because it's so resource intensive. I'm not sure how worth it is. And I've placed in the top 10 before, so I feel like I have the personal like accomplishment of doing that. And I have competed in a couple since then, and I'm like fine to make like top 500 or whatever, like depending on which one we're talking about, whether it's the 4-star one or the 5-star one. Or that's been cool with me. It's also gotten way more competitive over time too. There's a lot more players doing it. Do I not have food crates? Yeah, I have food crates. I'm gonna take off my shirt. I'm like so hot. That's a good question, Aparna. You know what's cool about them is they get that Halloween bonus too, so there is a benefit to doing that. Using both, they get that like mana bonus, which is cool. Maybe I will. We'll have to see. It'd have to be like a red and green team. No, Deep Six. I think it's just math. I think 20 is the better one. So like if we, do I even have 12? I don't even have 12. I can't even double check to tell you right now. Maybe I do over here. I don't know. I thought I had done a... No, I've never even researched 12. I don't think 12 was worth it. Robert, yeah. So the last update about changing a lot of the game, and whether it was my voice in what changed things. In one sense, I like to think that I impacted things, but it wasn't only my voice, because I don't know if you guys saw, but that first SOS video I did where I just pointed out a number of the problems that were causing players to leave the game, I just gave voice to it through my video, but with the number of you all that watched it, liked it, and commented on it is really why I think Small Giant Games made some changes that they did. And so everybody had a role in that. I think everybody played a role in that. They wouldn't have done it if I just made a video like regular, but the response that it had, I think, is what really caused them to act. And so that's really a tribute to all of you and the thoughts and ideas that you had as well. What do you think of the new war rules so far? I was hoping we'd rotate some colors in there, but some of the war rules are actually benefiting some of the different colors. So instead of forcing a color change, they're actually benefiting which heroes you put in a tank. So like the latest cleansing war, where we continued to use Teleria tanks, actually put us at a disadvantage when they used purple tanks. So it would have been better for us to actually probably change our tank up. In fact, if you think about the defenses in general, one thing I'd mentioned in that war was that some of the good old traditional snipers were probably the best heroes to have in that war. Because they just didn't... You know, all their power is going into just killing heroes and not with the status ailments. So that kind of made for a situation where without forcing a color, they were able to successfully get alliances to try different tanks. What's my opinion on... Gabriel, I am already a beta tester, but I keep my mouth shut about it because I'm supposed to. And plus, what they do in beta is not whatever actually gets released either. So it'll be in the ballpark, but it's never exactly the same. So I don't necessarily comment. I'm not supposed to comment on what's in beta anyway. Not only that, but I've actually been having a problem with beta, like, which sometimes it doesn't work for me. So it's not like I could say something anytime. Sometimes anyway. See you later, Matt. Thanks for joining us. I know that Spock does those beta beat videos, though. And he may have more freedom to do those because he's not in beta. So if he joins beta, I mean, he could probably still do them, but I bet he'd be more restricted. If you're in beta, you can't really talk about beta. It's like Fight Club. I'm just extra cautious with it too because they were already suspending people, but like I'm totally the kind of person who would do something by accident and get suspended. Like just make a mistake, like let something slip that I'm not supposed to. And that would be tragic. Oh yeah, good one, Miss March. I'm switching up the defense like that too. Any tips for people who play for free? Nigel, yeah. Be proud of what you get, because in this game it takes a lot of patience, and just don't expect that you should get anything good, because even for people who spend a load of money, they're constantly disappointed with what they get. And so just in general, advice is like, just play the game with what you got, maximize your ability to use the roster that you do have, master the heroes you do get, and you're going to have a lot of fun playing this game. Don't chase heroes. You know, if you're playing for free, you're not doing that anyway, but that's where people get in trouble with money. And just learn all the ways to be super efficient. When you play for free, that's really the way it is. So the reason I have these 2 5-star heroes is not because I spent money on this game, but I saved up my epic hero tokens. This is a way to be efficient. So like I save all my epic hero tokens up for when a seasonal event comes, and then I unload my epic hero tokens on the seasonal event, and I got 2 5-star heroes out of it without having to spend money. And that is fantastic. That's a way you play for free and get good heroes. But see, if you spend your epic hero tokens as they come in, at times when there's not a seasonal event, you might get regular season 1 5-star heroes. But these heroes are better than season 1 heroes. So that's where, you know, it's to your benefit to be efficient. All right, let's see, Vanda. Let's give her some of these red ones. And once again, I apologize if I'm missing anybody's comments. I am doing the best I can to pay attention, but also keep feeding my heroes. Yeah, Ms. March is absolutely right about keep working on your camps. You know, I think a part of being efficient as well is you kind of want to prioritize food and iron and get those up, because that's what helps you build the rest of your buildings. You know, you don't have to take the training camps up too far at the beginning. Just get your farms and all your iron and stuff like that up. And then once you get all that up, then get your training camps up and do what I just did with this level 20 training camp. So I've had this level 20 training camp running forever. Like, it's been running for a long time. And I've got 30 heroes in there to collect. And I bet there's some 5-stars in there. That's another way you get 5-star heroes. For free. Without spending any money. You're going to get emblems over time, and you can give those emblems to those 5-star heroes. Where did my Francine go? Do you guys get annoyed when you're like watching me not find my heroes? And you're like, it's down below. Scroll down. Oh, there's a tip to store iron in the Hero Academy. Here's a secret. I have not built a Hero Academy. I don't know if I should or not, but I found, for me personally, it wasn't worth it, mainly because I have a lot of these like seasonal heroes and things. And I have like all the season 1. I've been playing for 3 years, so I have all the season 1 heroes I care about. And so I don't really need to necessarily use the Hero Academy. But if you are a free-to-play player, it's more important. And it sounds like you can store some iron up in there. Okay, let's get some more food. Thank you, Nigel. Do I get all this for free? Absolutely not. I don't make I don't hide the fact that I spend money on this game at all. I definitely spend money. But that's because I have a budget for it. And so I budget a certain amount of money per month. I have a gaming budget. So like whether I decide to spend that on PlayStation games, or I want to spend it on PC games, or I want to spend it on phone games, I have a maximum amount of money I'm going to spend per month on games. And that's what I put into this. So it's money that I don't care what happens to it. It's just for fun. I make sure I have the money I need to live off of first. And then I have like fun money that I budget for fun stuff. And that's what I use for this. And so I've been really fortunate to be at a time of my life where I can where I have that disposable income that I can use on this. Now, how do I compare to other people in the game? I have a lot of heroes. The reason I do is because of how long I've played the game. I would say the whales in the game are the ones who spend tens of thousands of dollars, believe it or not. There's people that spend tens of thousands of dollars. I am not one of those, not even close. I am super efficient with when I do spend gems. I try to pick events where I don't already have the hero of the month, and I want the hero of the month, and the seasonal heroes or the event heroes are really good, or where there's like multiple good 5-star heroes in an event that I don't have. So an example of this would be like the month that I did Avalon and got Guinevere. I also got King Arthur, and then had a chance for the hero of the month that month too. And I can't remember if I got it that month or not. But that's how I'm efficient with the money I do spend. I don't pretend to tell anybody to do what to do with their money at all, either. Like, I'm not going to judge a whale who spends tens of thousands of dollars on this game, because if they've got that money and that's what they want to do with it, that's their choice. If there's somebody who's playing this game for free and they've figured out a way to do that that's fun for them, and that's how they want to do it, they should do that. What does annoy me is when people try to shame each other for their spending habits. Like, everyone's going to have a different kind of spending habit with this game. And so, like, and just with games in general, and just how we spend our money. So, like, I don't know. I know some people were really passionate about hashtag no spend, and I get that. That's not necessarily about like financing things or anything. It's not about like personal finances as much as it was being used to like send a message to stop like price gouging, basically. But I personally feel a little uncomfortable going that far and telling people that they shouldn't spend on the game, or that they should, or whatever. It ultimately comes down to economics. Like, how much value do you find in this game? How much are you willing to spend? And for everybody, that's going to be differently. That's going to be different. Okay. Once again, I have lost Francine. All right. How long have I been playing? 3 years. Yeah, the Hero Academy helps free-to-play players a lot, right? Yep. What heroes do I want but I don't have? Ursina's probably the big one. I have summoned several times for Ursina, and I'm done. Like, I just don't need any of the other heroes from that. So very rarely does that season come around where I'm like, I need multiple heroes. But I wish I had Ursina. Jabberwock's another one I wish I had. I've summoned that event quite a bit and haven't gotten Jabberwock. But I've gotten other good ones from that event, so I can't complain too much, really. All right, will I be able to make it the whole way? I think I will. It's going to be close, I think. Yeah, Miss March, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, Deep Six Golf is so expensive. You can definitely play a lot of games for the money you spend on golf. James, I'm not sure if it's rigged or not, but if you feel like it's not doing what it's supposed to, that's a bug, and you can report that, and they should fix it. Oh, that's a good idea. Keep them in the same leveling team. So let's see. Raid. I'll put him in my raid team. Let's put him like... That's a great idea. Thanks. So, see, you learn something new every day. That is easily something I could have done to keep track so I don't lose them. So thank you for that suggestion there, Hiron. That sounds like a really good life hack. Back in the day, I did a life hacks video that got a lot of attention, and that is exactly the kind of life hack I love, that makes your life just so much easier, because there they are right at the top. And now I won't lose them. Oh my gosh, you just made this stream so much better there, Hiron, so I appreciate that. Now I can be a lot quicker. Hiron, I wonder how long you were holding on to that. Like, come on, dude, just put them in the same team, so you don't have to keep searching for them. Watch me accidentally click on my training camp level 20 and start summoning those heroes, which I don't want to do yet. There's like 30 legendary, the possibility for legendary heroes in there. Yeah, no. I do not have a leveling team. The teams I do have set up look like this. I have my raid team, my farm team, my titan team. I have special, which actually could be probably my leveling team when I'm not using it. But the special is for like special events and quests and stuff like that. And then I have my defense there. Which, by the way, you're noticing I'm not using Teleria for my defense. And some of you have probably wondered, if you've seen my defense, why I'm not using Teleria there. And that was mainly our way to just kind of like mix up the diversity in the game. So even though we've still been using Teleria for war, you know, we like to set up these different defenses for raids just to make it more interesting. Yes, Joan, that's an awesome tip. Because it's a quality of life thing. It's not having to spend so much time searching for which hero you're leveling. And someone had asked earlier, can you level these up in 15 minutes? And I said, yeah, it probably is possible. I'm being kind of slow because I'm like reading the chat and everything, but that's probably how you do it. You have them on the same team and you just go. Will Curtis, the hero I regret leveling. For the longest time, it was Vivica. Because I leveled her up and then I used darts on her because I had all these darts. And I didn't have many good yellow heroes. And I was like, sure, whatever, I'll level Vivica. And then I didn't use Vivica, which I thought I was going to use Vivica. And then I didn't. And then I really regretted that for the longest time. But then I got the costume and I was like, hey, okay, Vivica costume's good. So I went ahead and just... you know, leveled up the costume and then it was good. It was fine. Do I have another hero I regret now though? More. Nah. I've been pretty good about only leveling heroes if I think I'm gonna use them. I'm trying to see here if I regret any of these, but I don't think I do. I don't. I think Vivica was the only real mistake I made where I was like, oh, ouch. That was painful. Checking out the chat again. Yeah, helping to diversify. Rona's pretty good on defense. I like her on defense. I think she's a underrated hero. You know, it kind of depends on what else you have and like if you're planning to do summons in the future. I've seen and I think I've witnessed people in this game before just like save their mats for some future hero that never comes and then they don't play with what they have too, so it's a balance. You know, if you have a good hero and you think you might not get another one in that color for 4, 5, 6 months, then sure, level it up, you'll get more mats. They don't come quickly, but at least you have the hero to play with, you know. I've seen where people are a little too quick on that trigger too though, and then they waste their mats. That's kind of what I did with Vivica. I was like, I don't have other good heroes, and so then like yellow, I was really lacking in yellow. I didn't have June, I didn't have White Rabbit, I didn't have, you know, Melosi wasn't out yet, and so I'm like, oh, I'm just like, I'm sitting on these darts, and so then I leveled up Vivica, and then I got 2 White Rabbits and costume June and Melosi, like bang 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 bang, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I regretted giving those darts to Vivica. Because I wanted all those heroes. They're all good. Okay, I'm going to need to refill on food here. I almost did it. I almost clicked on those legendary heroes there. Yeah. Yeah, I will. You're right. That's why once I got the Viv costume, I'm like, okay, I don't regret it anymore. I'm really happy about the costume Vivica. All right, so if you just joined since the last time I refilled my food, what I'm doing is taking food and recruits, which I've stored up in my level 20 training camp, out of that camp and putting it into level 11 because it's extra low cost. And what that means is I will net food. So you're watching me do that right now, and I'm going to refill my food right back up. Okay, so it was Ranveer, Rana, June, Micah. Already have a tank, Viv, and Bai. So yes, you do have choices. If I had those choices, oh gosh. So I do really like June. Even though that's a level 1, or not level 1, season 1 hero. But he just does what you want him to do. I think Mike is a really good tank. And I've said that before when I did the ninja. When I did the ninja video. So it depends on if you need a tank, which you said you already have a tank, so you probably don't need him. My preference out of that list, if you don't need a yellow defensive hero, is June, because he just so does what you want him to on offense. And if you don't happen to kill the hero on the opposing side with June, you've blinded them. He's got high attack. Day, yeah. Embleming heroes and having to reset. At least they've made reset tokens more available now than they used to. Tips for leveling a 4-star troop fast? I do not, unfortunately. I don't know a good way to do that. It takes flippin' forever. Like, I still have a 4-star troop that's not at level 30 yet, and I've been playing for 3 years, and I have a 4-star mana troop. Now, the thing is, I didn't get that 4-star mana troop for a while. So I had been leveling up a crit troop. That was way back in the day when I had Delilah as a tank, and she really benefited from the crit troop because it made the minions beefier. Oh yeah, heroes of each color. That's an interesting idea. That's really hard to do because of how many different ways you can use them and how many different ones there are now. But it is possible. It also would just be a snapshot of like a moment in time, because clearly things would change over time too. I hope I have enough food for all of this. It's going to be very close. Wow, that's an incredible amount of time there to wait on that. Boy, I'm happy to know about this create a leveling team thing. That's making it easier. My arms are getting tired from holding up my phone this whole time. I'm getting a lot of red heroes. Hey, thank you, Z-Fathom. That's awesome. You're very welcome for the advice. So Z-Fathom says, thank you for the advice. You're very, very welcome. You know, I have to say too that when I started making videos to give advice, it was because it was the easiest way to communicate to my alliance things I was trying to teach them to do. We were an alliance that started out as total noobs, like, hey, it's my first week playing the game, I want to be in an alliance kind of noobs. And we had a couple of experienced players who started the alliance, and they came from an alliance called the English Dungeon, and so they wanted to train everyone up and just take the alliance straight to the top. So I came in as a total noob, and so did a bunch of other people. In fact, some of these people are in Mixed Nuts right now. And that was Extreme Panda at the time, that new alliance that came from the English Dungeon. And eventually I became the leader of it. And one of the reasons I became the leader was I started making videos to like train other people in the alliance on like how to do some cool things, to speed things up, to be more efficient, to focus on strategy and war, because if we wanted to be a top alliance, we were going to have to do that and get good at it. So then I became the leader, and it was just the best way for me to communicate. But I figured I would just set my YouTube settings to public so anyone who wants to watch the videos can, or whatever. And then all of a sudden I just started getting this following of other people watching the advice videos and things that I was really just making for Extreme Panda. And it just kind of turned into its own YouTube channel where people were watching it, and I'm really thankful. I think that's super awesome. You guys are great. And I can't believe anyone would just, you know, listen to me and watch me play a game. I do know, like, people have said I'm a good teacher, even though I'm not a teacher. That's not my job. I do work in a school. That's not what I do, though. But I have a good educational and psychology background. And so I do think I have a way of being able to explain things that's easy to understand. And so that's kind of like how I got put in charge of training people in Extreme Panda. And I guess why people started watching my videos. So I'm very thankful for all of that. And you're very welcome. I'm glad that I could be of help. And I don't pretend to be the only one in this game who, like, in fact, I don't pretend to like know it all in this game either. So many of the things that I know came from other people figuring it out. Like, just like in this stream, someone's like, why don't you have a leveling team? That way you don't have to search for your heroes. And like, that's something I learned tonight that I didn't know before. And so much of my knowledge comes from things like that. So really, it's just me passing along things that I've picked up from other people as well. Because, you know, that really is what makes us a community, when we share knowledge like that. Yeah, it took me a while to get my 4-star yellow troop. Like it took you guys a while. Yes, there probably is a more efficient way to store hams in the alchemy lab, which I'm not doing with this because I'll show you. I haven't really researched anything. And so that's because I only built the alchemy lab for the last level. So I just don't even really use the alchemy lab. What I'm about to say might be a little controversial, and I'm not suggesting anyone necessarily even follow this advice, because I don't know what's right. But I feel like some of the advanced buildings are not worth it. At least at my level of the game, where I'm a very late stage player, and some of the advanced buildings are not catered to me. And so, to me, they're just a gigantic waste of resources. And I think they're trying to fix some of the advanced buildings to be better for all people. But I don't have much incentive to do much with the advanced buildings. So I'm like, why do I even spend the resources on it then? Like, I could just use those on creating battle items, you know, for the Titan or whatever. And and more importantly for events, when I do want to compete in events. So I don't know, like, I haven't built the Hero Academy because it just doesn't make sense for me. It is great for newer players. It is so great for newer players. The Alchemy Lab as well, I don't necessarily want to spend resources on researching some of the levels, but that's just me. So Dark Sagan, someone in the chat had just suggested, because I was like searching around for my hero. Okay, where did it go? I was just leveling up. Where is it? Someone suggested I make a leveling team. I called this one special, and actually I changed my raid team for this, but basically it's having one of these teams where you have the heroes you're leveling on it so that they appear at the top and you don't have to search for them. So you see how those heroes are at the top now, so I don't have to go looking for them. Okay, I need to get more food. We'll see. This is going to be tight with food. Like I said, I guesstimated on the resources. So I might come up just short. I do have some... Actually, you know what? I have some of the crates and things, which I can use. But what I might start doing is summoning all of the heroes I need from the summon coins. I might do that as well, because the Path of Valor might give me more. There's a food box coming up too, and that'll help. Ms. March, I'm not going to put it out there. I might have mentioned it or let it slip in a stream one time or something like that. But my role's so specific. I want to keep some things private about myself. But it's so specific that I think if I say what I am, people can find me more easily in the world. And I don't necessarily want that when I'm putting things out publicly. Like when I work in a school too, like I don't necessarily want my students to come find me on the interwebs. But that's just me. Let's see, do I need to get more food out of this? Yeah, we'll do a little bit more. Yeah, Hiron brought up the leveling team. So thanks to Hiron for that suggestion. That was a really, really good suggestion. So that's a good life hack. I've thought about doing another life hack video with more things I've learned, and that's like a great example of something that could go on that. It's a quality of life thing that just makes playing the game easier and more efficient. Saves you time. I'm going to do a bunch of these summons here. Oh gosh, this is going to take forever. Forever. But I'm going to do this because it's going to give me a Path to Valor thing, or it should. So I can get more food. But also it's going to give me a lot of trainers that I can use. Has anyone ever filled up a training camp like I have with lots of like food and recruits and then accidentally hit the gem thing to buy it with gems instead of collecting it? I have almost done that so many times and scared the crap out of myself. Oh, Andrew, great question. So, yeah, it's just time and patience. It took me a couple of months. But basically what I did was I just kept pouring recruits into 3 level 11 training camps on extra low cost heroes that have been slowly pumping out 1 and 2 star heroes. And just I've been saving them all up in there and making sure that the camp never runs out of recruits and food. And then I have one level 20 training camp that I've been storing all my food in. So what I do is I go back and forth between taking food and recruits out of level 20 training camp, putting it into the extra low cost, because what that does is that banks me food. And so that's how you save it up. So it's like when you get a 5-star hero you want, the reason you would power level is so that you could play it right away. Well, I just did these summons yesterday and I want to play with them fast. So, you know, I haven't had really many heroes to be leveling right now that I cared about. So when I got 2 that I wanted right away, I had all this stuff saved up already and ready to go. This is particularly useful if you think there's a good hero of the month coming. And if you already have things all saved up, the day the new hero of the month comes out, if you happen to summon it and level it up, that's how you see people put it in their defense right away. Or like they do that like with the ninjas, for example, people who got ninjas right away. Some of them power leveled just like this. So you don't touch TC11 and let them build up. I use this daily on my 4-star. What are your thoughts on using? Yeah, see, I don't touch them. So if you have heroes you're trying to level, then you're clearly not saving up to power level. I would say you have to be at least a mid-game type of player to power level, because you want to be at a point where the heroes you're likely to get in the near future are better than the ones you have, and you're saving your resources for those heroes. So, for example, I talked earlier about budgeting too. So if I'm saving up gems and I'm budgeting and I know like there's a really good event coming up and there's a really good hero of the month and I know I'm going to do a lot of summons on it, then I'm likely to get a hero I want. And if I do that and I save the stuff without using it to level other heroes, then I'll have the resources ready for that. But if I'm leveling other heroes at the same, you know, if I'm leveling other heroes already, then it doesn't make sense for me to like, it's just not even possible to save them to be able to power level. Does that make sense? So what I do when I'm saving up, I've been leveling a Clarissa, but I haven't really been putting a lot of resources into Clarissa. I've only been putting heroes into Clarissa when, you know, my roster gets full, and then I just put them into Clarissa 10 at a time. She's been leveling really, really slowly. I'm only doing that with the heroes I get from like farming the map. Otherwise, I've been saving everything up in the level 11 training camps until now. Yep. And Andrew, other people had mentioned as well that that there's a way to store food in the alchemy lab, and that it's better than the level 20 training camp. I just haven't really used the alchemy lab, so someone in the chat can let you know which level that is. I don't actually know off the top of my head which one it is. Yeah, Polsky, I think Glenda's good. I'm gonna make a video on why I think she's good later, but I do think she's good. Okay, so Deep Six says EMP had a good tip today. If you have a match in your strong color and a match above or next to them, deliberately set off the other color to up the attack multiplier. Yes. In fact, I want to add on to that tip that the closer you do it to the top of the board too, the more likely you are to cause a cascade below it. You might even make the multiplier higher and accidentally cause tiles to come up from the bottom, which cause a second match to be made. So when you're trying to prioritize on the board where you are making those matches that give you a multiplier, you want to do it towards the top and probably the middle if you can. Okay, so people say level 5 lets you pull food back out. Cool. Okay. Does anyone actually use level 5 for what level 5 is intended for? Like, is it worth it? What about Titans? Would she be good on Titans? I feel like her second ability to increase damage to ally specials would be helpful. Andrew, which hero are you talking about? Oh, look at those. I just got a couple 3-star troops there. I think the Aslar costume is really awesome. Not as good as Gravemaker, but a really, really cool, useful costume. I like all the costumes. I don't think they've made a bad costume yet. Oh, Glenda. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my mind was like scattered. Yes. And like I said, I'm going to talk more about Glenda when I make an upcoming video. I don't think she's overpowered. I think she's very good. I think there are other blue heroes that are better. But if you're like me and you don't have those better ones, Glenda's very good. My best blue hero is Alice, who's very, very good. But I would say like Finley is like a top tier blue. Vela has been. I know she's been nerfed recently, but yeah, there's a lot of good blue heroes out there. Oh, the Wukong costume's gonna suck. So you see I'm doing all these summons here with my free tokens. I've been saving up my free tokens for this too. And it's going to give me, hopefully I finish off the, well, I'm definitely going to finish off the Path of Valor thing for summons by doing this. So I'm kind of doubling up, and that's the reason I'm doing this. But also, this is helping me be efficient too, because when I go back in to level Vanda and Francine, I don't have to keep like going back to the training camp for a little bit. But this part's taken a while, isn't it? Yeah, Costume Regard is like my favorite. Is there anyone that doesn't like Costume Regard? Like, have I been hyping up Costume Regard all this time, and then some people are like, meh. I hate that. Or is everyone pretty much in agreement with me that Costume Regard is just about one of the best heroes in the game, even though he's only a 4-star hero? Costume Regard with Proteus, yeah, for sure. For sure. See, the costumes make the Season 1 heroes like a half-star better than what they are. So like 4-star heroes become like 4.5-star heroes, almost 5-star heroes. 5-star heroes become like 5.5-star heroes. They're kind of, even without emblems on them, are somewhere between, you know, like a 4-star hero with the costume. So like, let's say you have a 5-star hero without the costume. You give it a costume and it's like a 5.5-star, and then you give it emblems and it's like a 6-star hero. And now I wish they had a collect all for this one. Maybe I should have done this one before I started the stream, huh? I'm actually doing Path of Valor right now. And so maybe I'll save, maybe I won't use all of them, but let me get down to 200 at least. I just wanted to get some of these and finish off my Path of Valor. I've been lazy with Path of Valor this month. I didn't think I really wanted any of the rewards, and then I changed my mind. They made Path of Valor a little bit easier, so that's nice. I'm about to get a food crate, so that's kind of what I'm going for here. Alright, now I've got 200 daily coins left, and that's plenty. And there's the Path of Valor. And oh, I didn't get the reward yet. How close am I? Attack a Titan 3 times, so that Titan has to spawn. Defeat 10 elite enemies. Sure, let's just go ahead and do that right now. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not close with it, though. Alright, back to leveling these heroes. Okay, so we're getting close with Francine at this point. I'm just going to go do all the green ones right now. And then when I get close, I'm going to use the trainer heroes. And then we go back to Glinda. Yeah, we got a 3-star green trainer hero there. Let's use 2-star heroes just to be efficient up here with these. Well, we'll use the rest of the 3-star heroes. So I'm gonna do this. I'm saving the red ones for Vanda. Okay, let's use some of these up. There we go. Nope, nope. There we go. So if you notice what I'm doing now, that I got near the very top tier, this is where I'm using trainer heroes and 3-star heroes and only 2-star heroes up here, just to be more efficient with what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. And Francine is power leveled. She is at max, and then we can go to Vanda. Yeah, thank you, Derek. Yeah, I don't use the same color. Like for training camps, I use the extra low cost all the time, every time. I don't use the single color ones. It's more efficient to do it that way with resources. Okay, so Francine is done. There she is. Level 80 from 0 when we started, and now we have Vanda who's on tier 3. So we can mainly just work on Vanda. And this is going to go a lot faster because I don't have to go back and forth between the two now. Now, if I wanted to be really super efficient, I would just do all the red, or sorry, all the non-red first here, and then I would do the red. It doesn't make much of a difference, really, but it makes a little difference when you level up multiple levels and things like that. I just don't think I need to be that careful. And what it makes a difference with is food. It just saves just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of food. You want to, when you're leveling a hero like this, typically start with the things that give the least amount of experience first, then move up to the things that give a little more experience, and then a little more, Until, like you saw there with Francine, I got to the top and was giving it like trainer heroes and stuff. Okay. There we go. And we're going to have to collect more food again. And look at that. I've got some right here. But that's not going to be enough. Has anyone hit me? Like, while you're watching me, are you, like, searching me out and raiding me? I could, like, end this off with a raid if one of you hits me. Okay, need to decide between... So David's saying need to decide between Fenrir, Alice, Raphael, Glenda. Who gets the last 6 scopes? You have a Vela and a Lacey leveled. I personally like Alice. Because she's a rogue. And rogue is a really good ability for emblems. So if you have rogue emblems, she's awesome. Fenrir is also very good, though. I don't think you could go wrong with Fenrir either. Give Vanda a Dawa sandwich. Oh, yeah, duh. You can't hit me. I'm online. I'm not top 100, though, either. So if I were top 100, you could hit me. But I'm not top 100. I could, like, do some raids and get myself to top 100 and then let you guys hit me. But I think this stream's already going to go long enough leveling these up. Yeah, rogue emblems are real good. And they've been making lots of good rogues, too. So the emblems do get spread thin. That's for sure. Okay, we're getting close to level 70 here. I may run out of food before I get all the way up here. It's going to be very close anyway. Okay, so this is the last level of this. I think I should just be able to feed it a couple reds. Oh no, it's going to take more than that. Yeah, let's see. There we go. That's the efficient way to do it. Ascend. Oh, need more food. And so I do have a lot of those like food crate things, but I'm not sure how far that's actually going to get me. It's not like I have a ton of those. Hey, Jason, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Marjana gets so much better as a rogue too. Like without the emblems, she's okay, only because her attack is not that good. But once you use the emblems to make her attack high, she's amazing. She becomes just as good as any of the other snipers. I think, you know, she wasn't quite as good as the other snipers because her attack wasn't as high until you get to do that with her. What do you guys think? Am I going to have enough food here? I had to estimate. Thanks, Dennis Mo. Appreciate the subscription. What's up, Pilar Roja? I hope I said your name right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might be close. Look, I'm almost out of my training camp 20. And if I run out of training camp 20, I'm going to have to summon those heroes. Right? We'll have to see. I might run out of food. All right. Here we go. This is the last tier. Vanda, Vanda, Vanda. I definitely have plenty of heroes. I just don't know if I'm going to have enough food. And that's okay. You all can see how to do this. So it's like if I do run out of food, it's like if I had gone another week saving up in training camp 20, I would have definitely made it. But we'll see. I still have crates of food, like I said, which I kind of factored into this. But this is going to be very narrow. I'll have to do some like revenges with these heroes and see what it's like once we get them all leveled up here. Even if I don't get Vanda all the way up, I can go raiding, and maybe that will get me the food I need to finish her off. I don't know. Do you see how quickly this food is going though? Adam, as far as blues go, would you level first? Glenda, Cobalt, Alice, Finley. Whoa, you've got some good ones. You've got some really, really good ones. I would, if I had the choice, I'd probably go with Finley. That's just me. I can't say what's right or wrong for you, but Finley's like an A+ hero on offense and defense. He's even better on offense than defense because you can time him to hit everybody. And he is just a nightmare on defense too. Man, so lucky you got Finley. That's awesome. All right, already back to needing more food here. I get one more level out of this, and I have to go grab some food. Okay, so we're up to level 50. I don't re-roll when I see Finley, but I definitely try to take him out like second. Like I'm usually going for the tank first. And if I can take the tank out, then I go after Finley. Oh my gosh, I've got 18,000 1- and 2-star heroes in the queue here. For 1,452 days. What do you guys think? Will I still be playing this game at 1,452 days? Now 7, 8, 9, 1,460. Yeah, if you already have a Finley leveled up, probably Alice would be good. Just because at that point you can fire a Finley and then use Alice to finish off whoever's left. You know, whoever is the biggest threat that's alive at that moment. Okay, there's really that's it. That's all I can take out of my training camp without I'd like totally stopping the training camp 20. So this is it for food as far as this goes, but I do have some, let's see here. I've got a bunch of crates, which will help. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to get up to like level 60. And then the crates might get me to like 65. I don't know. You know what I might actually do? I might actually take those level 20 training camp heroes out, because they're going to give me a lot of experience here too. So let me get the food down a little bit and then I'll do that. Because that training camp's almost finished off anyway, so I might as well summon from that. Let's see, 250. Trying to figure out if I want to go much higher or not, or get the crates. I'm going to go a little bit higher here. And then I can get the level 20 training camp heroes and use some crates. Okay, let's use some crates now. Yep. 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 Okay. 5 grave makers, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. How many heroes do I have left in here? Okay, you ready for this? I'm going to go for my level 20 training camp. And I've got 30 heroes in here to collect. So you ready to see? I was going to save this for a different video, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now to help myself level up this last hero I have, Vanda. Okay? So let's look at what the rate of 5-star hero pools is out of the training camp level 20. Drum roll, please. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What? That's something else. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. A 5-star hero on the first one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Khalil Ishtak. Y'all can read it. I don't need to read it for you. Oh! That's 2 5-star heroes and less than 10 pulls here so far. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when we were having the discussion earlier about how to play this game for free, and I said, you know, work on food, then on iron, then get your training camps up, and then do a level 20 training camp. This is why. This is how you play the game for free. Right? This is awesome. Listen, I know some of these Season 1 heroes aren't like super exciting for people who do a lot of summons and events and things like that. But if you're a free-to-play player, like, this is living the dream, right? So this is why you do training camp level 20, and you can definitely play this game for free by getting 5-star heroes this way and leveling them up. Oh my gosh. 3 5-star heroes. How many did I summon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So out of 20 summons, I got 3 5-star heroes. Ooh, they aren't the best 5-star heroes, you know, but that's a good rate. That's really good. Okay. Let me go lock those in. I don't think I had Obicon before. Did I? Obicon's not one that I'm going to level up. Actually, none of them are probably ones I will level up because I don't really need them. I had an Obicon before, but I'm going to go ahead and lock 5-star heroes. I'm always happy to get 5-star heroes. I don't need that many Vivicas though, but hey. Okay, there we go. And there's still 10 heroes left in there. And yes, I'm sorry to those of you who really like your 4-star heroes. But I am going to feed those away. All right. Oh! Oh my gosh. I've never seen this with the level 20 training camp. Do all you have this luck with the level 20 training camp? Because, like, 4 5-star heroes and 21 pools? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was insane for the level 20 training camp. To get 4 5-star heroes and 30 pools. Fantastic. Okay. Well, that was an unexpected surprise for the stream tonight. You're welcome. You know, after several months of not getting lucky with like anything in this game, that happened. Oh my gosh. All right, and so let's see here. Yeah, I guess I keep doing the 1 and 2-star thing the rest of the way up, and I should have enough food actually with the crates and everything. Actually, I'm not sure if I will. Yeah, no, I should have enough food. The level 20 training camp really helped me get up far enough that I think I should have enough food. So I haven't used the crates in a while. That's why I have a number of them. I just haven't really needed them for anything. But that's why you do save that stuff up. Like that's another useful way to bank some food for when you do want to power level. Power leveling is easier these days than it used to be back in the day. Like when I first did the power leveling video. In fact, the first time I did a power level 2 heroes in one session video, it was harder back then because you didn't have like the crates and things like that to bank on. All right. Yeah, I probably could have done this stream in 45 minutes if I just didn't look at chat at all, but that wouldn't be fun. We were here to party. This wasn't like a super fast power level. This was just a, hey, let's get these 5-star heroes up in one sitting. So I did a lot of talking and chatting and all of that too. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's comments. Certainly didn't mean to do that. It is a little annoying that I still have to look at the game screen so much in doing this because it's so repetitive, and I'd rather be looking at the chat. I'm just gonna be finishing her off here. In fact, I think I just want to do 2-star heroes at this point. We've also got that 4-star trainer, which I definitely want to give. Boom, there we go, and that should be it. Max, there it is. 2 5-star heroes, Halloween, Francine and Vanda. Boom. We're done. And let's go rating. Because you can't just power level these 2 heroes and then not go rating with them, right? So I'm going to have to build teams based on this as well. Let's go into the tower. I'm going to revenge some folks. Let's go after Zaman. Okay, yeah, I don't care what color the tank is. I'm just gonna do like red green. So just so you can see what's going on here, Vanda deals 225% damage to the target and nearby enemies, cleanses status ailments from all allies at the end of each turn for 3 turns. So that's gonna be really good with like Kunshin hanging around here. Deals extra damage against ice, and Vanda also will prevent status ailments from coming. So status ailments shouldn't affect me too much. I have a lot of protection against that. Vanda also deals 125% damage to all enemies. The caster steals 61% healing applied to enemies. So these 2 heroes are actually kind of good against Kunshin here. I'm obviously going to miss out on the strength of having the color, like taking yellow against Kunshin. Let's do, gosh, what's good here? I need a healer. I've got red. The healers aren't great in red. Maybe I take Ratatusker. Let's do Ratatusker. And sure, why not? Evelyn and Gravemaker's fine. Is that good? Let's try that. We'll see what happens. This is not aggressive enough though, now that I'm looking at it. I need like I need more snipers. Yeah, you know, I don't know that this is aggressive enough, but I'll go for it. We'll just see what happens. That is one thing I worry about with Vanda, is maybe not being... She's more aggressive than Grizzul, but she might still not be aggressive enough. Alright, so I'm looking for a way to get that second red match. Almost got it here. Oh no. That's going to set off freaking Kunshin first though. I'm going to save her. I have no green matches yet. Let's just set this yellow off. If I send that green into Onatel, will it set Onatel off? I'm just going to set this off right now because I'm afraid I could. Alright. Clearing status ailments. And... oh, I was afraid that wouldn't kill Kunshin. He's going to heal, but it won't do anything bad to me. Anyway. So, right there, Vanda is kind of saving my butt. Thank you, Vanda. So, here comes some more status ailments. I might lose Evelyn there. But... Francine should be clearing this at the end of turn. Alright, this isn't great. I'm gonna go for that. And then I'm gonna send these into Onatel to kill her. That should kill Yunin. I should be able to heal now. And I feel pretty good now. I feel pretty good. Yeah, that Francine special saves my butt in this one. That is for sure. And actually Vanda too. This would have been real bad without Vanda going off that time she did and protected me from like 3 major status ailments. I'm not going to get the protection here, though. But I'll get the healing from Ratatusker, so that's okay. Yeah, thank you, Garden. Alright. Let's just go after Liana there. Yeah, let's do this so I can make a red match next. I'm going to send these tiles into Gravemaker because I don't care if he goes off right now because I just set Vanda off, so that's actually okay. Yeah, and I've got a lot of Sorcerer emblems I can put on Vanda. That'll make her even better. And Francine's a rogue, which is awesome. That makes her really super special. I just don't have a lot of rogue emblems for her. So we'll have to see. All right. Maybe we go with the minor color here. I don't know. I don't want to take green against Mitsuko. That would be good. Let's do that. Okay. I have 2 green matches, but I need a 3rd. This will set a small cascade off, but it'll ruin the green match. Let me do the guaranteed green match first, so I don't mess it up. This will set off a little cascade. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And what's really cool here is I can use Francine here because Gravemaker is going to go off, but it doesn't matter. I don't waste it because Francine's going to be cleansing at the end of the turns. There we go. That's cool. Now I get to heal. By the way, Ratatusker. I haven't been using Ratatusker much only because I only got Ratatusker I think like around the same time I got Loki. I got lucky. That was the last summons that I had gotten lucky in. And I really like Ratatusker. I only leveled Ratatusker up recently, so I had actually been sitting on him for a little while. Let's just do the damage over here. I'm gonna spread the damage out. Oh, of course, Day. I probably won't be summoning in Atlantis though, unless I have free coins and I happen to get her. That would happen, you know. But I'll tell you what, if that happens, I'm totally taking the Sorcerer emblems right off. Actually, I'd probably take them off my Costume Quintus, because Ursina is just like a strictly better Costume Quintus. I think that'll kill Gravemaker. Oh, Vivek is gonna heal. So I haven't thought too much about the synergy of what other heroes to take with Vanda and Francine. But hey, there's something happening here too I haven't really pointed out, and that is that Francine and Vanda, because they're both Halloween heroes, they're getting that family bonus. And that's speeding up the mana actually even more than it already was. So that's real cool. All right. So I've got this one in the bag. You want to put the emblems on Garnet? Don't you use Ursina on defense? I know Ursina is much better on defense than offense. So if you're using Ursina on defense, I would keep them on her. But I don't know. What do you think, Miss March? Ms. March, give your reason. I could probably go for another red here. Let's see. Tier. Yeah, Ursina is just an absolute monster. If Teleria was not around, Ursina and Alfreak would be the best tanks. And since purple is starting to come back into favor as a tank color, you might really want that Ursina on defense. All right, so this one's going to be interesting because we're up against a Finley here with these two, Vanda and Francine. And this will probably be my last one here, so I'm going to take this one on. And then I'm going to head out for the night. I know the stream is over 2 hours now, so I've had plenty of screen time. I don't know about you guys, but... Cage Barado, yeah. With the same amount of emblems. Have no red on defense. 2 purples. It's not bad to have 2 purples. I mean, like, sandwich yellow between them. You know, you have to work on 2 troops with that, but I feel like Ursina and Cage together is probably better than Cage and Garnet, but that's just my opinion. Okay, here we go. Is Victor worth the tabards? Only 5-star purple for now. Yeah, I think so. How many tabards do you have? Kind of depends on that question. And how much do you think you're going to summon in the future? I personally really like Victor. I like Victor more than most people probably like Victor. So you could probably ask some other experienced players and they might say, oh, I don't know. But, oh man, I'm getting like so many purples here, but it'd be nice to get some reds. I haven't even made a green or red match yet. I'm going to lose this one. But this is just one of those like really poor boards. If you have 8 tabards, so if I ever am not certain about whether I want to level a 5-star hero or not, I see how close I am to 12, and then when I get close to 12, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for it, because then if I magically get a really good 5-star purple, I don't have to like regret that decision necessarily. So you might wait a little bit longer. I don't know. But Victor is good. You know, I rated him pretty well. I think he's particularly good on defense, especially if he's your only 5-star purple. He increases your defense stat, which is really important for keeping your team alive. The only problem with him is, even though he is very fast, he's not super aggressive. And has a hard time killing the opponents quickly. Danny says, Lion, I have mats for 1 lady, snoo, skatey, or fairy godmother Glenda. Yeah, I think Glenda's far and above the best one. Just my opinion. Deep 6. What was the last thing you saw? I want to take that one on again. I don't think that fight was fair. I didn't make a green or red match until it was way too late. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get some more green and red to bunch here. Yeah, there's just not a lot of red on board. There's a purple diamond. I'm gonna go for that. I don't think I've fired a red special in 2 of these raids yet. One more turn of the negative mana generation. I'm gonna get absolutely wrecked by Finley in a minute. Well, I guess I haven't fired a special, so I don't really have buffs up, but... Okay, this is dumb. They're all gonna go off. Finley, Ursina, Teleria, June. Come on, give me some tiles, my man. There, we got the 2 that time. Teleria lives. Teleria lives. Teleria always lives. Yeah, this side is the most dangerous, so I'm gonna hit that. I'm saving Vanda for Gravemaker. Gonna make sure to get rid of Finley there. Why is Finley still alive? I just have to kill Finley. I don't like using the Gravemaker on 1 hero, but it is what it is. Okay. That should be it for this raid. Not quite. There we go. Alright, I should only have like 1 raid energy left, right? Yeah, let's go 1 more. Another team. Okay, here we go. It's like another almost identical team. That's so funny. Well, this is showing you how these heroes are doing against the best defenses in the game, because that's what we're facing here. So I had a couple poor boards there that didn't work out, but we're getting to see what Vanda and Francine can do here, and they definitely are helping with the status ailment thing. That's for sure. Nice, that was good. Then we got this green match. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, she's always alive. She's always alive. You know what? I think I have the wrong troop on Ratatoskr. I think I put my big level 30 mana troop on Francine. So she's doing a lot more damage, but it also means that Ratatoskr is firing a turn late. Alright, so this round I'm like owning this defense with the new heroes. So that's good to know. Alright. Make another red match there. I was afraid I just messed up the green one on the bottom, but I did not. Alright, now we just got to survive this fighter, Sartana, who does a lot of damage. But I can just ghost and heal with Ratatoskr and not have to worry about it. We're going to end this one with fireworks. Sorry there, Costume Sartana, you're not doing much of anything. Alright, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this stream. I'm just ghosting here to finish this off, but I really appreciate you joining me. I know this was a different kind of stream that I just did, so I hope you had fun. I hope some of you who might be newer to power leveling came and learned something, and for the rest of you who just wanted to hang out and chill and talk, I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. What emblem path did I use for Lady Loki? Defense or attack? I mainly focused on defense, but attack was a secondary one. That's because I mainly want to keep her alive, but her attack damage still does damage, so that was a good secondary. Yeah, so alright, thank you everybody. If you haven't already, make sure to like the stream, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I do more streams like this or drop more videos. Yeah, thank you again everybody. I really appreciate your time, and I will catch you in the next one.